everyone, this is Ruby from the Useful Journal. I have my February journal here for you. So in February I chose to do washi cats. People that have been following me for a while now will know that I like playing around with washi, and something I kind of discovered to do, and I haven't seen anyone else do it, is to grab a roll of washi and you just tear off a bit off the end, and can you even see that? And you do collage, and depending on the size of the pictures, so a lot of my pictures, because I'm doing them in my journal, they're reasonably small, and so I have to tear up the pieces quite small, and I'll get like really tiny. It gets quite fine sometimes, especially if I'm trying to get a point. Really tiny pieces of washi, and I stick them together to create a picture. I haven't done a washi picture for a while like this, a washi collage picture, so I thought I would do one for you this month. And the other thing to note with this technique is that you don't actually use a lot of washi. So there are lots of other ways. If you want to use up your washi, there's a lot of other techniques you can use, and I'm about to release a video about that, showing you some different ideas on how to use your washi. This technique doesn't actually use a lot because you don't waste any. So if you imagine, say you've drawn a circle and you breaking up little pieces and shaping it around to fill in the circle, there's no wastage because you're using every little bit of the tape. If you do that same circle with cut washi and then you cut around the outside to get your circle shape, then you're going to get wastage because all those trimmed bits are going to be thrown out. So I don't actually use a lot of washi, so I actually took up this, I just started this technique because I wanted to use it up, and I'm not using it up. I only did 3 washi cat pictures this month. Just for my title, I've done a washi cat for my title page, 1 for my calendar and 1 for my trackers page. And then on my weeklies, and my dailies, I'm just using a combination of a narrow washi. So I'm using these 2 teensy weensy ones, which are actually the exact width of my 3.5mm grid in my journal. I'm using those, and I am using stamps. Now, while we're having a quick look at the trackers page, I am only doing my exercise tracker and my sleep tracker this month. I've really trimmed back my trackers because I want to make sure that I have a tracker and I really do it well and I focus on it. And so that's my focus this month, is exercise and sleep. Sleep tracker is very much focused on trying to get to bed by 11, and I'm trying to achieve it by not taking my phone or my iPad to bed. And then my exercise tracker, I'm simply trying, so I walk my dog every day of the week, but my dog stops to sniff a lot, so it's not very good exercise. So I have committed to doing at least 2 good amounts of exercise a week. So it might be a swim, it might be a walk without my dog, it might be going kayaking, something like that. So that is my aim, and that's why I've just got a calendar for my tracker, because it's just about marking off a whole box, and I've managed to find some cat stickers to do that with. And my sleep tracker is very simple. It's just drawing a line from when I go to bed to when I wake up. In the past, with that sleep tracker, I've done 1 colour for when it's a good sleep and 1 colour for when it's a bad sleep. In my weeklies, I have done a half-page calendar for the week to the side of 1 page, and that is just recording my tasks and some of the events that didn't make it into my monthly. And then I have just daily notes. Now, something I started doing last month, which I've carried into this month. So last month I did prompts, journaling prompts, which I really found useful and really helped me to write something down every day. So last month I had 3 prompts, which I borrowed from Struthless, who has a YouTube channel worth checking out. And I did what excited me, what drained me of energy, and what did I learn. So this month, I decided to change it up a bit and came up with my own prompts. And this sounds a bit morbid, but my first prompt was what made me want to live today. And that was about what made me really joyful to be alive today. It was probably a better way to write it. My second prompt is who or what did I think about most, because I was interested to know if there was a trend and if there's certain things that I do tend to worry about more or think about more. And the third prompt is what could I have done to be more joyful? And I'm finding that really interesting actually, because that means you have to look at your day and decide, okay, this is what happened today, and potentially I could have done this to have made it an even better day. So you can just see there I write a few points. Sometimes I only write responses to those 3 questions, and sometimes I write a bit more. So it just depends on the day. So I hope that some of that has inspired you to try something else, and I hope you enjoy my washi cats. See you next month.